Sweet Mama Jamma. Hey guys, hey, how you guys are doing? It is Thursday, damn it, and the week is almost over, which means thank you, weekend. I like my weekends. This is numero 2 of me trying to do this video because like about a quarter way through what I had to say, Yuki decided to go all over the couch, and I'm like yelling, I'm like, stop it! And then like she'll do this thing where like I'll look at her and she'll stop like mid, and I look back over and I start talking again, and I'll like, and then she'll stop, and then as soon as I look back over and start talking again, and I'm like, stop it, please stop. Please stop. I was gonna talk about stuff that doesn't matter. Oh yeah, so I made some coffee, and I still don't like it. Why coffee hast thou betrayed me? Don't cry for me, a cup of coffee. The truth is I never left you. I just need to find some that I actually like and hope that it will be really soon. I miss coffee. I miss you. Nope, don't like it. But my throat hurts, so I thought, hey, my throat don't feel so bueno. I will go make some coffee. I get a kick. I get a kick when people are like, I love you singing, and I'm like, girl. Like, girl. Yeah, the 10-second clips of me, you know, caterwauling on here does not compare to what I put my husband through during said musicals. And I will add that under my breath, I might have sang the entire Phantom of the Opera during the Phantom of the Opera. So, under my breath. I just couldn't help myself. Couldn't help myself. Did you know that Teavana in the mall, the big tea shop in the mall, is owned by Starbucks, which means that you can use your Starbucks cards and rewards and stars and shit there. Here's my issue. My favorite one, and the only one I really like, is the Maharaja Samurai Chai, which is like, it's like cinnamon, clove, orange peel, like it's like spiced tea on crack. Excuse me. So, I don't typically make tea or buy tea or want tea ever. Like, I'm not usually a tea person. I'm usually a coffee person. So, I would never really go in that shop anyway, and they're aggressive. Like, they're like, you want some tea? You want some tea? You want to try this tea? You guys want some tea? Let me show you this tea. I can open this box right here, and it's got tea in it. Look at all these teas. You want some tea? You want to buy something for some tea? You want some sugar for your tea? Do you want to buy a cup of tea? You want some tea? And I'm like, geez Louise, lady. Like, Christ, you want to come up here and smell this tea? And then they take this big-ass jug of tea, right? Like, if you're thinking about a specific tea. And then they open the lid, and I swear to God, they go. And I'm like, the hell are you doing that for? Like, smell it? Smell this tea. Smell it. You like it? You want some of this tea? I know you want this tea. Get this tea right here. And I'm like, I don't really want you to waft things in my face. Like, just give me the tea. just give me the damn tea. So, they're like super aggressive. I don't like that. So it makes me not want to go in their tea shop. Not that I go to the mall rarely, damn, ever anyway. But if I did, it would be specifically to get that tea because I happen to like it. Do you know that Amazon sells Teavana tea? And you know, you can always order off their website. But if you don't know what you like, you know what I'm saying? Like if you want to taste it, they usually have like 6 or 7 different tea jugs out there, but there's no sugar in them. So you go in there and they're like, they have these little tea kettles, and you put them in and you're like, blah, blah, blah. You know, they just taste like bark water, fruity bark water, hot. And then they have some cold ones, and that's a cold bark water. I'm like, why? But no, I can't taste this and be like, I'll take this home with me. This tastes good. I'm like, no, it tastes like dirty ass bark water unless you put some sugar in it. What's wrong with you? Nasty. Anyway, the Maharaja Samurai Chai, they sell on Amazon, but they don't sell them together. Like, they did sell them together, and then I guess they ran out of that particular because it's real popular. So they sell them in 2 separate parts, and you just put them together. Come on, throat, quit it. And yeah, so I just thought I'd mention that to you guys because that's my favorite, which I'm thinking about purchasing some today, actually. Maybe. Because I know I love it enough to where I would actually sit and drink it and drink it and drink it. Excuse me. So if you're looking for like chai tea that would like punch you in the face, that's Samurai Maharaja Maharaja Samurai tea. Somebody's tea is a samurai and a Maharaja, which don't make any sense. Why would a Maharaja and a samurai be together? Why would you name them that way? That don't make no sense. There's 2 different places. But Maharaja and then samurai. That's like putting Mulan in Aladdin's film. That don't make no damn sense. Like, he'd be like, what? What? Lady, what? What? That don't make no sense. I don't make no sense. Coffee. See, it's not the same. It's not the same when I don't enjoy it. So I went to I went to my pain management specialist yesterday. Jeez, man. It feels like I got something like right here, and like no matter it ain't coming up. What's in there? Get out of there. You don't belong in there. Get out. Get out of there. Anyway, I went to my pain management specialist. He's ordered another kind of epidural for my hip, and we haven't talked about my lower back, even though I only have like maybe 10% less pain in my lower back. I told him about my middle back, which has been bothering me, but it's my weight. Like it's all the skin and all the, you know, weight I still carry in the front, and it's posture, you know, because when people sit, you know, if we were actually not glued to our phones where we're doing this all day, you know, that it's your posture. So like if you were to actually sit up like we're supposed to, you know, it straightens out your spine and, you know, aligns all your shit. But because we're degenerates and, you know, we're stuck to the TV and the phone and looking at our stuff all the time, you know, our posture is gone. And then I'm guilty of sitting here going, you know, because it's more comfortable, because that's when my body shifts. It shifts forward because I have a lot of fat and skin, and, you know, my body is always shifted forwards. Even though I don't have as much weight on the front of my body, it still is an issue. Now, also, I thought I would tell you guys about, so he gave me my pain medicine, right, like last month when I had my ablation done. And I was like freaking out because I was like, am I taking too much of this? Like, why am I running out? Like, why I don't even take. If you've ever been addicted to pain medication, and I'm going to put it out here because it happens, and I don't want people to be ashamed of it, because that shit happens, okay? Opioids make you feel good, okay? They do. What is it? They call them benzos. Like, they make you feel good. The Ativan, stuff like that, the Xanax can make you feel good. These things mess with your serotonin level and stuff like that, so it makes you feel good. So when you take Norcos or hydrocodone, or some people have to take, oxys, and some people have to take Percocets and Loratil, whatever you're having to take. If you've ever been close to even addicted to pain medication, you are not alone. You are not alone. It is a scary thing. It is a scary and upsetting thing, because nobody wants to be addicted to something like that. That's kind of like the devil's highway. You start with Loratabs. Okay, Loratabs no longer give me what I need. So if you've actually succumbed to becoming addicted, you will be looking for something else to give you that feeling of euphoria and pain relief and stuff like that. But I've talked about titration before, where you go down. So you start. So let's say your pain level is a 10. Talked about it before. Your pain level is a 10, which means that legitimately you just got mauled by a bear. One of your eyes are hanging out down here, and like you're missing an arm. It's over in the woods somewhere, and the bear is still gnawing on it. That's a 10. That is a 10. That is a 10. That is a 10. So they give you Dilaudid. Okay, they give you Dilaudid, and it takes. It's not doing it. It's not. I need more Dilaudid. I need more of that. Give it to me. So, or morphine. A lot of times they'll offer morphine. So like you'll take the morphine, and it helps for a little bit. And then, they patch up your arm as best they can. They put your eye back, and, so your pain level's no longer a 10. Now it's, I think it's more like a 7. 7's like being bee stung, in the eye. So now it's more like a 7. Like a bee legitimately stung you in the damn eye, like right there. So that shit would hurt. That shit would hurt a lot. That's a 7. So now you're no longer a 10 because you had the morphine and everything, but now, and your body's starting to heal and everything, now they're giving you other stuff. So they're no longer giving you the morphine. They took you off the morphine and Dilaudid. Now they got you on hydrocodone and Tylenol and maybe Toradol, and they're trying to find other stuff to give you so they could titrate you down and get you the fuck out. So that's just the honest truth. They'll titrate you down on your medicine and get the fuck out. So if you've noticed, if you've been in the hospital before, they start giving you the high doses, and then they start giving you lower doses, and then they send you home with some. But they don't give you refills typically. My surgeon for my gastric bypass will only give you one refill. One. So if you go through all your pain medicine, you will only do one refill, and he doesn't care unless you have gone back into the hospital. That's different though. So pain management specialist, his job is to make sure I ain't going to la la land with all my medication, like making sure that I'm getting stuff done, and that, so when I thought that I was taking too much, I was like, so of course I go in there, and you have to give them your medicine, and I take the liquid Roxy because it's faster acting for me, and my body absorbs it better, and it just does better for me. So I go in there and I show him what I've got left, and even he was like, you should have another bottle and a half left. And I'm like, I really haven't, because in my head I'm like, I really don't take as much as you told me I could have. And so I was worried, and then we started looking back, and I was like, they only gave me this much. And he's like, oh, well, no. Oh, wait. I ordered you double that. And I'm like, well, that's not what they gave me. Well, I ordered, and like he looked at his stuff, and they had filled it, but they only gave me half of what he told me I could have, like half of the prescription. It was a mistake on their end. But, it's still something you want to have your finger on. It's still something you want to make sure that you know how much you are taking. You want to know why you're taking that much, and you never want to chase the high. Like, don't do that. That's not what these are for. These are to help you feel better if you're in pain. These are not to help you chase the high, and that's kind of what it does, because it fucks with your serotonin level. So you get that euphoria, and it feels good, and you feel all relaxed, and you're like, oh yeah, I don't feel that bee sting in my eye meats anymore. No, it's a good time. but it doesn't stay that well. Eventually your body's going to be used to what you were taking, and you're going to need more. So that's why I work with my pain management specialist, because I'm like, we ain't going that route. We're not doing that again. So I carefully measure out what I'm supposed to have, and I will not go over that. And I'm the kind of person that will call them and be like, hey, this much is not taking my pain away. What should I do? I don't just say, oh, well, I got this whole bottle of shit over here. Well, you know what? I'm just gonna, well, now my pain's gone. You don't do that. This is not pain medication. That's something for cuts and whatnot. You don't do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't do that. You have to talk to your doctor. If your surgeon, if your pain is not being managed correctly, there's a huge difference, and then they need to do something about that. But if you've only been prescribed, like, 2 teaspoons of liquid every 4 to 6 hours, that doesn't mean that you have to have it every 4 to 6 hours. That doesn't mean, if it says 5 to 10, that doesn't mean that you have to have the full 10. That means that, you should be weaning yourself off of it, unless you're in chronic pain and you're dealing with stuff like, a lot of us are. A lot of women have fibromyalgia. A lot of women have, not just women, I guess. I don't think I've ever heard any guy tell me they had fibromyalgia, but I don't talk to a whole lot of dudes. So if you're a dude and you have fibromyalgia, I'd love to hear about it down the thingamalang. So yeah, I just thought I would kind of share that and let you guys know that sometimes it's better to go in and talk to somebody than it is to self-medicate. Never, ever, 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 ever self-medicate. Like, especially when you're working with narcotics and stuff like that, it's much better for you to go in and talk to somebody and be like, hey, I still have 11 days till the month is over, and am I taking too much? Did I do something wrong? It's better that way. And once he told me that they didn't give me enough, I felt like a weight had been lifted off my shoulders. I was like, okay, so I am doing what I'm supposed to. And he was like, the fact that you still have some, is miraculous. And I was like, because I don't take it every 4 to 6 hours. I take it when my pain is too much, when I come back from the gym, or when I'm trying to go to sleep, or sometimes in the morning if I just can't. If my back and my hip and stuff just can't, like sometimes in the morning, I'll take it. And I do that, like you'll see, not just the occasional, it's, Roxy typically makes my nose itch, so I'll be like, the whole time. And, alright guys, I love you beautiful, gorgeous, amazing faces. I don't know what the hell I talked about today, and I don't know what to to title this, so I'll figure it out later. And I will talk to you guys probably Monday, but I ain't sure. It just depends on how much free time I have during the weekend when they're not watching TV and Matthew's not on the damn computer. So